This is a speech that Bernie Sanders made when he announced his bid for presidency at Brooklyn College in 2019. Interestingly, act.tv was there to stream it. We did the live streams. For people who don't know, act.tv is basically a progressive media outlet. And so we're really big on, Facebook, and we have Instagram, Twitter, and I'm usually behind the camera. So I filmed many Bernie Sanders rallies, during his last fall. I wasn't at this one in Brooklyn, but some of my teammates were, including Phil and Will. And I love this video. I feel like it's one of the strongest speeches Bernie Sanders has ever made, because Bernie Sanders rarely gets personal. It's so rare that he does. I don't remember him ever getting personal in 2016. And when he announced there in Brooklyn and in the snow, in the cold, and he got personal about his upbringing, his family. And I thought it was so moving. The first time I watched it, I cried. I was like, oh my God, yes, this is, because I think that Bernie Sanders can be very polarizing, and some people don't, quote unquote, get Bernie. I actually, when I first moved to New York in 2002, which I don't live there anymore, I lived there for 16 years, but off and on, I lived in Midwood, which is where Bernie Sanders grew up. So I get Bernie Sanders, and I was so happy. I love it when he gets personal, because I think it really helps him. Yeah, so this is part of his speech. Yeah, we're good. Thanks, James.
As we launch this campaign for president, you deserve to know where I came from, because family history obviously heavily influences the values that we develop as adults. I was born literally a few miles away from here on East 26th Street and Kings Highway. My family and I lived in a 3.5-room rent-controlled apartment. My father was a paint salesman who worked hard his entire life but never made much money. My mother raised my brother and me. I learned a great deal about immigration as a child because my father came from Poland at the age of 17 without a nickel in his pocket, without knowing one word of English. He came to the United States to escape the crushing poverty that existed in his community and to escape widespread anti-Semitism. And it was a good thing that he came to this country, because virtually his entire family was wiped out by Hitler and Nazi barbarism. I am not going to tell you that I grew up in a home of desperate poverty. That would not be true. But what I will tell you is that coming from a lower middle-class family, I will never forget about how money, or really lack of money, was always a point of stress in our family. My mother's dream was that someday our family would move out of that rent-controlled apartment to a home of our own. That dream was never fulfilled. She died young while we still lived in that rent-controlled apartment. My experience as a child living in a family that struggled economically powerfully influenced my life and my values. I know where I came from. And that is something I will never forget. Unlike Donald Trump, who shut down the government and left 800,000 federal employees without income to pay their bills, I know what it's like to be in a family that lives paycheck to paycheck. I did not have a father who gave me millions of dollars to build luxury skyscrapers, casinos, and country clubs. I did not come from a family that gave me a $200,000 allowance every year beginning at the age of 3. As I recall, my allowance was 25 cents a week. I had something more valuable. I had the role model of a father who had unbelievable courage in journeying across an ocean with no money in his pocket to start a new and better life. I did not come from a family of privilege that prepared me to entertain people on television by telling workers, "You're fired." I came from a family who knew all too well the frightening power employers can have over everyday workers. I did not come from a family that could afford to send my brother and me to an elite boarding school. In fact, I was educated proudly in high-quality public schools here in Brooklyn and began my higher education right here on this campus. This is what I believe from the bottom of my heart. If we stand together, believing in justice and human dignity, believing in love and compassion, if we stand together, brothers and sisters, the future of this country is extraordinary, and there is nothing we will not be able to accomplish. Thank you all very much.
Aww. It's a Mickey dog. Cute. Cute. Yeah. So I don't know, you all may have seen that before. I'm not sure. But I really like that video. Do you want to see another personal family video? You cried, Charmhole. Do you want to cry some more? I got another one. It's so... Can we show one more, James, since we're on the subject of Bernie Sanders and family?
Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Let's wrap for a minute or two. Let me get reset here, and then
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll play that video and I'll go walk the dog. I'll go feed the dog. Because now the dog is giving me he's giving me this look like I broke the social contract. Like, I have gone outside and peed and walked, and now you must give me food. That's the social contract.
Yeah.
He's just staring at me like I broke the social contract because I have not given him food immediately after he went outside. Yeah, no.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Trust me, we love that old bastard. He's old. He's old. He's not doing well, but
Aw.
yeah. Well, we had to put our first dog Libby. We had to put her down last year. She got sick. And so they had been together for like 15 years, and this guy, he's just Libby, the other dog, was the brains of the operation. So now he's just kind of like confused a lot because he literally hasn't had to think for 15 years. Like, he just followed Libby around everywhere. So, it's been a little dicey, but he's sick now. I'm hoping, he gets his spring. Like, his favorite thing is he just loves to sit outside in the sun all day. So hopefully it gets a little warmer, a little sunnier, and then, the old man gets to go out sitting on a warm patio in the sunlight. I'm okay with that. He's almost 18 now. He's been kicking for a long time. So, yeah, it's a whole thing. The dog is the emperor of the house. Oh, yeah, no, the dog totally rules the house. We literally have jobs for the dog. Like, we spend more on the dog's health care than we spend on our health care. Like, his prescriptions every month are more expensive than my wife's Humira that she has to take to keep from dying. Like, yeah, it's a rough one. They're all fun and games until they hit about 12, and then the vet bills start rolling in. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, but he's a good guy. He's a crazy little bastard. He's part of our family. I'll take care of our boy.
The C-SPAN networks bring you...
So if you want to feed your dog while we watch this, it's just one more family video. You guys can just stick with me for one more since we're on the subject of Bernie and his family.
Yeah, Winnie, nothing like the baleful looks you get from a pet. Trust me, he's giving me the hairy eyeball right now.
Yeah, you have to feed.
Yeah. What's up, Paul? Yeah, hang on. Let me just
The C-SPAN networks bring you long-form public affairs programming from the nation's capital and are a public service of your television provider. C-SPAN, created by cable.
And to cast our final vote, here is Larry Sanders.
I want to bring before this convention the names of our parents, Eli Sanders and Dorothy Glassberg Sanders. They did not have easy lives, and they died young. They would be immensely proud of their son and his accomplishments. They loved him.
Democrats.
They loved the New Deal of Franklin Roosevelt, and we'd be especially proud that Bernard is renewing that vision. It is with enormous pride that I cast my vote for Bernie Sanders.
Thank you very much. Democrats abroad. You have cast 7 votes for Secretary Clinton and 10 votes for Senator Sanders.
We've done it.
The C-SPAN.
Yeah, like he gets choked up. He almost cried. I remember when that happened.
You think he's choked
Yeah.
up? We've been pulling that fat 100 Andy all day. I've been ready to cry since like fucking 10 this morning.
I know, it's amazing.
Joe Biden in 2007. We can afford Medicare for all. Ooh, that's nice, Doug. Hang on. I will actually play that because after this, we're gonna we're in the second part of the day, and we still got to go Biden.
Wait. So before, because I want to close out this too, because Chris was like, you guys, close out the thing. So when you're doing a segment, so Bernie's family, Bernie's brother, I think is also a politician, but he is an American-born British academic, social worker, politician, and health spokesperson of the Green Party of England and Wales. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, actually, Maddie just said it in chat.
Yeah,
pardon
in
me,
the
I
UK.
didn't know that, actually.
So anyway,
It's
I
great
think
with
that's
that
awesome.
accent. Hello, I am in the UK. I am here to tell all of you pasty English people you need Medicare for all. What? Oh, you already have socialized medicine? Okay, I'm going to go back to America and tell my brother we should get some of this.